brought to you compliments. GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their finance and giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and the programs including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
You with the GBN Television News for Monday, the 10th day of February 2020. In the headlines, woman remanded to prison for allegedly starting house fire in Subi, St. Andrew. In Independence Address, Prime Minister Mitchell cautions against misinformation that could impede nation building. Artisans display local products at Made in Grenada Expo 2020. Plus, coming up in the sports news with Joseph Kador, Pink Panthers unknown and Super Strikers off to winning start in Peter David Margaret Dow Netball Tournament, while M&N Hardware to defend title in GCIC Inter-Sector Tournament. Do stay with us. We'll be back with the details.
This is GBN, the nation's news leader. This segment is brought to you by Quartz Grenada Limited.
Why not stay in, turn off the alarm clock, and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz? For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
Good evening, this is News at 7. I'm Kenroy Batiste. A woman has been arrested and charged in connection with weekend house fires at Subi's in St. Andrew. Gillian Lamkin, 46 years, of the said address, appeared at the St. David's Magistrates Court today, Monday, the 10th of February, charged with 2 counts of arson. Unconfirmed reports saw that the woman, after recent lovers' spat, set fire to one house, which led to the other being set ablaze. The houses are located adjacent to the Chinese housing scheme in Subi's. Lamkin was remanded to Her Majesty's prisons and is scheduled to return to court on Friday, the 21st of February. Well, hundreds of Grenadians converged at the Karani James Athletic Stadium on Friday to celebrate Grenada's 46th anniversary of independence, under the theme Preparing for the Future through Empowerment, Growth and Long-Term Sustainable Development. Here's more in this report.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, during his independence address, accused some fractions of society of being irresponsible. He was speaking in light of the present health situation as it relates to the coronavirus outbreak. In his view, the intent appears to be less focused on nation building, which Dr. Mitchell encouraged should be the focus at this time. The PM calls for working together collectively.
It is alarming and nothing short of mischievous that elements among us, some of whom we expect to demonstrate a greater level of responsibility, are using this situation to create panic, fear, and distrust among our people by making irresponsible statements have implications for the health of the nation's people. Those persons are playing on the emotions of our population that is already concerned about their own vulnerability.
During his independence address, the PM indicated that they have taken steps at Grenada's ports of entry in an effort to protect citizens from the coronavirus.
With the rapid escalation of the infected persons and the geographic spread of those affected, this has become a global health emergency. Here in Grenada, government has taken decisive action to help prevent this disease from penetrating our borders and affecting our people. We are guided, sisters and brothers, by the expertise of the organizations such as the World Health Organization, the Pan American Health Organization, the Caribbean Public Health Agency, and our own Ministry of Health.
As the country celebrates 46 years, the Prime Minister provided insight on the implementation of a non-partisan National Sustainable Development Plan that sets out 3 strategic objectives required to address challenges.
The next 15 years of our continued independence and growth as a nation will be aligned to this plan, and which has been endorsed by you, the people of this country. Perhaps the most important among these cross-cutting issues that will touch every citizen and visitors alike are healthcare, education, infrastructure, crimes against our children, and unemployment and underemployment.
Christina John, GBN News.
Grenada is on the road to having its national wear. 1 year ago, the idea was thrown out to local designers who grasped the opportunity and submitted designs. From the list of submissions, one male designer is in the lineup of the 5 designers. The 5 designers and the designs were featured during the Independence Day celebrations last Friday at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. Christina John has another report.
The race is on to see whose design will become the national wear of Grenada, Carriacou and PT Martinique. From a list of 15 submissions, it's now down to these 5: Talisha Alexander, Vanel Coffey, Tamara Prosper, Jamela Douglas, and duo Jarrell Langa and Samson and Mary Joseph. In an interview with CEO of the Grenada Cultural Foundation, Shama Wells, on Monday, she spoke of the criteria for selection. Despite contrary belief, Grenada has never had a national wear, she says.
And we figured that there are certain things about us that have evolved that ought to be part of this whole process. We're talking about the fact that we talk about ourselves as being pure Grenada now. We talk about the kind of food that we eat, the various iconic things that we have established over the years, or national colors, which would not have been a part of a French-oriented national wear from way back when. So there are a number of new elements that we want to see portrayed in who we are as a people. For example,
the judging panel comprised a designer, a historian, someone who is a cultural icon, and one individual from the festival board. Ms. Wells explained that the general public will also have a say in the final selection process.
Now getting to the stage where they will receive a small stipend, and that would be for the making of the garments that were chosen. So the garments that we expect them to be made within a particular period of time. In the interim, we will be exposing the drawings to the public so that they can have their input as to the final selection as well. It is key that Grenadians have that opportunity to determine what we are going to wear as our national wear.
The final design should be made known by the 3rd quarter of this year. In the meantime, Wells says they will be providing guidance to the designers.
Once we have gotten to the stage where the garments are made, we're planning to do a fashion show so you can actually see the actual garments. And of course, we will determine or come to the conclusion of what is a national wear. We're looking at somewhere within May, June to complete and finalize on this. So next Independence or the next major occasion, maybe your carnival, Queen is going off to a competition, or even for the Dubai Expo that is coming up, we can boast our national wear in a very proud way.
Christina John, GBN News.
This to report the Made in Grenada Expo is one of the most looked forward to aspects of Grenada's independence celebrations. This event, the exhibition of local products, is into its 7th year. Christina John with this report.
Agro-processors, craftsmen and women, farmers, artists and even cooks welcomed the opportunity to showcase their talents through locally made items. They were among those at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium on Independence Day last Friday. GBN was privileged to speak with some of these budding entrepreneurs on their creations, all made from local raw materials and in some instances, the health benefits that can be derived from some of these products. Meet Henry Bernard, producer of breadfruit and cassava flour, a number of locally made herbal and ginger tea bags and oils. He explains some of the health benefits.
You can use the oil to drink because it's also good for your pressure, good for your Alzheimer's. The turmeric tea bags is good for you because it's good for your pressure. It's a cleanser.
One man's trash could be another man's treasure, as Brenda Noel chooses to recycle into something viable.
Okay, what I do is I use recycled materials to make handbags, vases, trays, and other stuff that you get to put, like a vase holder and stuff like that. So let's say for this bag, it's made out of cardboard and it's a bag that you can take to work or you can take anywhere with you because it's very durable.
This group of agro-processors from the Sister Isle Carriacou brought a variety of sweet treats to the table. New to some, Judith Dale tells of some of her products that is a must-buy now on the market. Date expressed gratitude to the farmers, drivers and ministry personnel on the Sister Isle for their efforts in this venture.
One of the unique products is the most precious product now is the watermelon sugar cake. We use the white of the watermelon to make the sugar cake, and it's a selling product. We have things like mango stew, tamarind stew, golden apple stew, all the different stew. We have them asham, tamarind ball.
The independence celebration in Grenada could not be complete without the national dish, the oil down, which was also a feature at the Made in Grenada Expo. Locals and foreigners alike indulged in the delicacy. All in all, these entrepreneurs welcomed the initiative of the Made in Grenada Expo, where they were also able to capitalize on a few extra dollars.
I feel very proud because at the end of the day, hard work pay off. When you make the sacrifice and then you see the end product, you really feel proud. And then when you get the encouragement and the people purchase you stuff, that's the finished part where you feel satisfied.
The Made in Grenada Expo, it's a great initiative. It's a good forum for people to come to exhibit their products. You know, sometimes there are some people who have some very good innovative products with very good potential, and it's in one part of the island. Many people are not aware of it, but coming here, it's a forum where many people from different parts of the island can see a product. It's more exposed. You know,
to be part of the Expo and promote Carriacou.
Christina John, GBN News.
This is News at 7. Still to come from us. Hollis Map, Mr. Killer bows out of 2020 International Soca Monarch in Trinidad, citing lack of cooperation from organizers there. And the Heon Project open for applications for 2020. Stay with us.
Looking for a wide selection of uniquely styled furniture that are made from solid timber and performance fabric?
This is lovely.
It sure is. Look at this.
Visit Hubbard's Furniture Department at the first floor of the main store, Carenage. Your selection will certainly provide comfort in your home and office. Hubbard's, quality service, affordable prices.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 350 local anywhere calls and texts. With the always-on prepaid plans, all for $25. Keep your number when you switch to Grenada's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Wagiti Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators, 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Wagiti Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people.
My name is Ed Southgate. I'm from Westech Building Products in Calgary, Canada. We supply St. Louis UPVC windows with a North Americanized European window system, as well as a slider system that's for residential homes. The commercial system is good for hotels, hospitals, any commercial buildings, as well as high-end homes. Our products are all tested to a AMA standard, which is the North America standard for windows and doors. Our PVC also has 10 parts TiO2, which is high in the industry, that we feel gives it the longevity that he requires because of the harsh climate that you guys are in for sun and wind and rain. Westech Building Products has partnered with Mohammed from St. Louis UPVC to offer him one of the higher end products that are available in the marketplace. This is my second visit here, and we check the quality of the product and the way their processes are to ensure they follow the standards that we set when we first came here over just almost a year ago. And I think that with that quality, you can be assured you'll have the performance in the windows that you're looking for your homes or businesses that are available now right here on the island.
Kayak Mass 2020. February 15th to February 25th. An real event making one spectacular carnival. Saturday, February 15th. Children Mass, Frolic, and the Big Show. Thursday, February 20th. Queen Show Night. February 21st. Soca Monarch. Saturday, 22nd. Jab Convention. Calypso and Groovy. Sunday, February 23rd. Monday, Juve and Monday Night Mass. Tuesday, February 25th. Shakespeare Mass. And the Last Lap. All the major MCs and DJs will be inside Kayak Mass 2020. Make reservations and book now.
Why not stay in, turn off the alarm clock, and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz? For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
Use Clay, it washing cleaner than ever. Oh mama, oi, oh mama, oi. In every household, must have it, oi. Highly effective, stain removal, lemon freshness, antibacterial washing powder. Fresh and clean, fresh and clean. When I put on me clothes, me must win. When I wash me clothes, no other detergent could ever wash me clothes like this.
Now buy 3 bottles of Clay's dishwashing liquid for only $8. Available at Best for Less Supermarket, Eat Fresh Supermarket, M&C Joe's Supermarket, Hope Pride Supermarket, The Food Fairs, Carenage and Grand Anse, Roberts Enterprise, Springs Food Mart, and Charlo's Supermarket.
other Clace products available: hand sanitizer, fabric softener, hand washing liquid, dishwashing liquid, and toilet cleaners. Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe St. George.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack, I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Arise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Over the weekend, social media platforms were abuzz as the international king of soca, Mr. Killer, announced that he will not be defending his title come Fantastic Friday. Fans around the world have expressed their views on the king opting out of the competition. Akeisha Felix has been following the story.
Hollis Mapp, Mr. Killer, who has been competing since 2002, brought shockwaves on social media platforms over the weekend after he issued a release stating several reasons he chose to opt out of the 2020 International Soca Monarchs scheduled for February 21st in Trinidad and Tobago. However, on Sunday, the king took to Instagram where he explained to fans that his withdrawal has nothing to do with fear of competing, but more so respect.
So I is a warrior by heart, mind and soul. It's the street I come from. You understand? It's the street I come from. There was a time in my life when I was 16 years on the streets of New York, work for gangsters. No, I've been competing from since 2002. I've been a part of competitions from since and traveling the world even before I came to Trinidad and Tobago, doing shows worldwide. I was able to go to the vines and find my way inside of the competition because I say, yeah, what? If I am competing for all the years I've been in competition, look, for all the years I've been in competition, I give my full 100. You have times when I go in competition and I say, you know what, this year, another man could win, and that's all right. That's a part of the game. That's a part of the competition. A warrior is in my blood. Fighter is in my blood. But freedom is the code. And strength is a code.
Mr. Killer, who is well known for his breathtaking performances, says while many challenges were faced in the successful execution of his 2019 presentation at the ISM, he gave a preview of what would have been his presentation on Fantastic Friday.
If I gave you all of that last year, you don't think that my fans deserve, and I as a Soca Monarch king and champion deserve to give the people everything? If I give them 1,000 this year, I'm supposed to give them 2,000. You understand? % of myself. My presentation. Boom, the trumpet sound. You see out of the skies light, dressed in a white and red, gold flickering down my chest. You understand? Coming out of the sky, the storm. For when the soca breeze blow. On the stage, last year I gave you a castle on stage. This year I give you a whole built village on stage. Whole village built on hydraulics. Listen to me. Built on hydraulics. And when I say sway, every house, every tree, every something that is on stage going to lean to the side same time. You hear me? In my sound, when I say, hey, you what now? Lift up everything. Call it soca every Asian. When I say lift up everything, everything on the stage on hydraulics supposed to lift automatically. This is my presentation. Take it to a whole nother level.
Mr. Killer spoke highly of the former chairperson of the ISM, Fian Lyons, who stepped down in January 2020. Meanwhile, Grenada has Looney Spark and Electrify competing in the power category and Skinny Banton in the groovy. Akeisha Felix for GBN News.
The HEON project will soon be accepting scholarship applications from students who need assistance for their tertiary education. Rena Pear tells us more.
Helping Empower Our Nation, HEON, aims to assist in empowering and educating young people across the island. The non-profit organization for the past 5 years not only offers financial support, but mentorship as well, supporting students wishing to attend the T.A. Marischal Community College or NULO. Colleen Perriman-Rose, Public Relations Officer and co-founder of HEON, says as of April 2020, applications can be accepted.
We have applications begin in April for persons who may not be waiting on CXC results because they finished school already. So April to, I think, sometime in July when they get, they can actually apply before they get the CXC results. So you apply, and then when you get the result, you send it in for us because selection process is in August. And it's so late because we need the CXC results to determine who we're going to choose. So Google form again, or we have physical application forms that they can collect for members, or we email, they print, etc.
Rose also outlined the application and selection process.
They apply through the forms. They have to get a reference or two from teachers, community members, etc. And then we have a panel. Usually we try to get a panel of persons outside of the project where they would sit and they would rate each application. And we would select from there. They also have to write an essay saying what their intention is regarding the program, regarding the after TAMCC NULO dreams, etc. And yeah, we take it from there, and our panelists select the applicants through their rating scale, and we give the recipients feedback after Carnival.
The public relations officer also stated that while they assist the students financially, they are also instilling the seed of giving back.
We also believe in giving back and paying the way forward, as I said. So none of our recipients get a free ride. In order to be a beneficiary for the 2 years, and most times the program is that, they have to do a community project within their first year. Whether they do it by themselves or they partner with each other to do it, they have to give back to their communities. And that way we know that, you know what, we're not working in vain. We actually planting seeds of paying the way forward, and we're creating a better Grenada.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
The National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, has welcomed a project manager for the G-Cruise project in Grenada, as work will commence for the upgrading of the island's water sector under the Green Climate Fund project. Communication Supervisor Jamila Lewis explains that this transformational project, with a value of $125 million, is the single largest investment in the island's water sector to date, and will ensure that there are significant upgrades to certain systems throughout the island.
On 27 February 2018, the board of the Green Climate Fund approved the application of Grenada to finance its climate resilience in the water sector in Grenada G-Cruise project. The project proposal, which is the fruit of 2 years of work from the government of Grenada, GIZ and NWASA, introduced a complete paradigm shift in the water sector of Grenada. On 22nd November 2019, the funding appraisal agreement signed between GIZ and GCF became effective, which opened the door for the start of this project. The presence of the head of G-Cruise Water Program for Grenada, Hans Werner Tyson, is welcoming for NWASA, as it will usher what can be described as the start of work for Grenada's single largest investment ever in the water sector of $125 million. 10 water storage tanks will be constructed, coupled with the upgrading of the water distribution network throughout the island.
So you know that at the moment there's not enough storage for water supply in the island, and the idea is to strengthen the water reservoirs, 2 of the water reservoirs here in the island, so that they can store more water, and then to construct a lot of, really, I think it's more than 9 or 10 different tanks all over the island and also in the other islands in Kariakou, and to make sure that in the case of a hurricane or in the case of a drought, there's enough water available for the people. That was not the case at the moment. Yeah, we have to say that at the moment there's not enough storage space for the people to get enough water during a drought. This is the main part. Also here there's a grant agreement, so-called grant agreement. It's an investment fund for the Ministry of Finance, which will be then implemented by NAWASA to build up all these tanks and facilities.
The project addresses two main climate risks and vulnerabilities of Grenada: fresh water availability and disaster preparedness.
All right. Officials from the National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, will be guests on this evening's Beyond the Headlines program. Still to come from us, 300 young men who have completed the Empower program now have the opportunity to get a head start. We'll talk about that. See you in a while.
Use clay, it washing cleaner than ever. Oh mama, oi, oh mama, oi. In every household, must have it, oi. Highly effective, stain removal, lemon freshness, antibacterial washing powder. Fresh and clean, fresh and clean. When I put on me clothes, me must swing. When I wash me clothes, no other detergent could ever wash me clothes like this.
Now buy 3 bottles of Clay's dishwashing liquid for only $8. Available at Best for Less Supermarket, Eat Fresh Supermarket, MNC Jones Supermarket, Hope Pride Supermarket, The Food Fairs, Carenage and Grandance, Roberts Enterprise, Springs Food Mart, and Charlo Supermarket.
Other Clay's products available: hand sanitizer, fabric softener, hand washing liquid, dishwashing liquid, and toilet cleaners. Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe St. George.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their finance and giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and the programs including Financial Literacy Quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso Program, Junior Cooperatives in Secondary Schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC Grants. The Credit Union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Grenada, the country moves to one side on Sunday, 16th February, as the Rotary Club of Grenada East, in association with Wagati, presents the Post Valentine Bingo. Sunday, 16th February, 5 p.m. at the Victoria Park in Granville. You can win a slick Suzuki Swift sports car, plus $35,000 in cash and prizes. We know that's a lot of money, plus a Suzuki Swift sports car. You love your Valentine. Tickets cost only $40. Make it a date, Sunday, 16th February, Victoria Park, Granville. Rotary Club of Grenada East at Wagati. Mega Bingo.
So you're looking for doors and windows that look sophisticated and are very secure? Then St. Lou Metals is your one-stop shop. Our windows and doors make sure your home not only looks great, but is more secure. We manufacture shower enclosures, doors, windows for residential and commercial properties using high-grade material and the latest technology. If you want to save money and improve your home's appearance, you have made the right choice by shopping at St. Lou Metals. For a free quotation, visit us today at the Frequente Industrial Park or call us at 439-6538 or 439-6539.
annual KFC National Relay Meet, Saturday 22nd February 2020 at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium from 1:30 p.m. We're kicking off with the top schools and top clubs throughout the Tri-Island state will keenly compete. Over 45 events will be contested. Distant medleys, sprint relays, the 4x1s, the 2x4s, the 4x4s, the 1x2x4. Just name it, we've got it. And for the very first time, mixed relays, increased prize monies. Come and enjoy the biggest and best relay meet ever. The 22nd KFC National Relay Meet, Saturday 22nd February. Tickets available from all KFC outlets. The 22nd annual KFC National Relay Meet, Saturday 22nd February 2020 at the Kirani.
They say sometimes less is more, but at Real Value IGA Supermarket, we believe more is more. And since we are all about more, we want to buy more from farmers like you so we can sell more to our customers. If you have a farmer's ID and fresh produce to sell, Real Value IGA wants to buy.
For more information, contact Real Value IGA on WhatsApp at 405-4405 or give them a call at 439-2121.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 70 channels and 12 in HD. All for $200 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Businessmen within the construction sector on the weekend cleared the hardened concrete on Lothers Lane caused by spills from trucks. The concrete posed a hazard, especially for pedestrians using the busy road. Rena Pear tells us more.
It was a day of giving back on Sunday as 12 businessmen and community members came together to clean Lothers Lane in St. George, hardened pillars of concrete. After observing the struggles by students and other pedestrians using the lane, the businessmen saw the spill as a safety hazard. Desmond John, manager of Sunrise Construction, Inc., one of the volunteers, spoke of the cleanup.
We are from the Maras Hill, Tempe area, and a group of us decided when we're traveling in the morning, we are seeing the inconvenience that the students and the employees of the ministry, of the ministerial complex face when they are competing with the oncoming traffic while they are walking down the lane to go to their institutions. So we decided that we will come together and make a reasonable contribution by volunteering to clean up the concrete spill exists on the left-hand side of the road. That'll make it easy for pedestrians to traverse.
With the spills removed, pedestrians can now walk safely along the side of the road without getting into the busy traffic. As men and parents, the men felt a sense of responsibility in ensuring students, among others, are safe.
Generally, we went to GBSS and our wives went to high school and our kids attend GBSS High School and TAMCC. So we just felt we had a burden and a responsibility to an obligation to make a contribution. I mean, it's a nice time to make a contribution because this is independence, everybody making a commitment. GBSS is experiencing 135 years of existence. So we just thought it would be a worthwhile gesture. Kellon Noel from Tempe, the guys from by Ching Hotspot that limes in the shop down there.
The cleanup started from the roundabout at the top of Lothers Lane and ended at the roundabout in Tantina. John says the initiative was also supported by other corporate businesses.
So the Bobcat and the truck was donated by Universal Services, Sunrise Construction. They donated the demolition hammers and the generators. We got a reflective vest from On The Spot Hardware. The gas station at Burns Point, they made a contribution for the fuel. So together was a whole community gesture to make an independent contribution for independence and a contribution towards the nation. Because we understand that the government, they have their challenges with a lot of broken roads all over Grenada. they have their work cut out. But we felt as citizens who own some resources, we could come together and make a reasonable contribution that will benefit quite a few students and employees that traverse the Lotus Lane.
The businessman hopes that as time progresses, there will be other community projects like these that they will embark on. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
Wonderful gesture, actually an example of patriotism. Gentlemen, thank you. Participants of the Empower program are now given the head start they need. The first cohort of the Empower program, which was used as a pilot, came to a close last December. Over 500 young men signed up for the program, with just over 350 completing it. Christina John has details.
The program, which catered for young men between the ages 18 and 25 years, is now giving these young men a head start. For one participant who successfully completed the program, Maxine Roberts says, the equipment he received will bring tremendous benefits to him and save him the expense he would have incurred. He encourages young men like himself to participate in the program.
It benefited me in a lot of ways. I didn't know nothing about plumbing, and I learned a lot. Different pipes and measurements and all kind of things in plumbing, different tools and stuff. A tool so I could learn more handworks. So I didn't have time to learn at NULO. I could learn it on my own now. Good program. So I encouraging all them young men and them they could join the program and see what you have to offer. You have a lot to offer.
During the 1 year of the project, the young men were involved in different areas of training, including civil survey engineering, excavator operation, and general construction. Adonna John has been the training officer for the Empower project. She says civil survey engineering, from her observation, has suffered due to the lack of workers. All of the areas had a great impact on the young men, she says. A grant fund distribution followed on completion. John explained the next step, which she says will be closely monitored by the ministry.
So after the program, we have a transition whereby they choose a small business that they would like to venture into, and we provide them with the necessary tools, equipment, whatever that they need. We really want them to do is just to embrace the opportunity, because it's not, some of them, I would say a lot of them, they didn't born with no gold spoon, so to speak, but we give them the opportunity to have a start, something that probably they never got. So what we really want them to do is to just embrace the opportunity and to build on it and elevate themselves and start creating their own small business to create employment for others.
Earl Williams, projects coordinator, says some adjustments were made to the project based on assessments done. The grant fund aspect will remain.
Project is expected to run for another year. There would be some significant upgrades to the project. The grant fund component of it will remain. We are going to bring in a lot of the small business training, and also we are doing quite a lot more of the certified training through CVQ. We are trying to move away from the traditional type of training, but to move into some new areas that are on the market, fresh on the market.
A submission for the second cohort of the program was presented to Cabinet. A response is being awaited. Christina John, GBN News.
All right, let's cross now to this evening's GBN Eye Saw with Akeisha Felix, compliments Clear Vision Eye Center.
Tonight's Eye Saw features what is deemed as an abandoned and another fully functional roadside restaurant in the south of the island. You can send in your photo and video submissions via our social media platforms.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eye Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
After the break, author David Ambrose launches new book.
Indies Cricket Championship Tournament is on and in full swing.
It's gone high and it's gone over the boundary. That's gone for 6.
Thursday, February 13th to Sunday, February 16th. 4 days of exciting cricket action at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. The region's best go head-to-head. As the Windward Island Volcanoes takes on the Guyana Jaguars. Game starts 10 a.m. daily. Admission $10 at the gate. It's cricket, more cricket. At the Grenada National Cricket Stadium, Windward Island Volcanoes versus Guyana Jaguars. It's the West Indies Championship Tournament. Cricket fans, we will be seeing you there.
It's detox time again at Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. The festive season is over, so let's start 2020 looking and feeling like a boss with our many body cleansing options. Purchase detox products as low as $50. Purchase detox combo packs as low as $100. Receive 10% off on all in-house colonic irrigation treatment. Take control of your health now. Don't delay. Call us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. We are located in Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. These offers are valid from January to March or while stocks last. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. Detox your way to health.
Grenada, 1795. One man with a sense of destiny.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise. Julian Fedor, a Heritage Theatre production, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, 28th and 29th March, 4th and 5th April at the Trade Center.
People was not made to live like this. It's like we have a cause.
Julian Fedor, an action-packed historical drama.
I see blood falling from the sky, filling up that mountain river, flowing from Belvedere Hills. I see blood.
4 big nights of theater, the play the nation has been waiting to see, with Samuel Gilvey, Lisa Grappy James, Robert White, Dale Devine, and other top-of-the-line acting talents. Opening Saturday, 28th March. Get your tickets now.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
As the world prepares for the 2020 Summer Olympics, some of the world's top athletes will begin their journey to Tokyo, right here in Grenada.
Everything comes down to this moment.
The 4th annual Grenada Invitational takes place on Saturday, April 4th at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. World-class athletes.
From an athlete's perspective, I understand and value the experience that an athlete has when they come to a place like Grenada.
World-class event.
Because it feels safe, it feels warm.
World-class venue.
It's beautiful. You've got a stadium right by the sea.
Grenada Invitational, Saturday, April 4th. Tickets to the Grenada Invitational are now available online at gotofed.com.
Offio.com. Sale. All the outlets, hotspot outlets. You're going to go to the Carnage, the Grenville, or the Sutter's hotspot, and you get sales and deals on all items. You can get these on potato, you can get these on saltfish, onion, garlic, mackerel, toilet paper, and we even have the currants and the raisin at $10 per pound, lowest price island-wide. So people just come down or go up or go across, but just make sure and go to hotspots.
This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
We all want a home that matches our way of life. But it's not just about building or buying a dream home or purchasing land with the most breathtaking view. It's about finding the bank that would make you feel at home. A Home Easy Loan from Republic is your best choice. It's more than a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Visit any of our 6 branches. Submit your application forms on our website or talk to us on Facebook. Experience peace of mind today. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Anyone's experience can be interpreted and crafted in various ways. For David Ambrose, communication is his passion, and everyday experiences are always opportunities to play on words through stories. Cherry and Blackman Stephen has this report on Zone 1, David Ambrose's third book.
Lecturer at the T.A. Marshall Community College, David Ambrose, who writes under the name D.E. Ambrose, completed a short story detailing life on the road as a driver and pedestrian traversing the south of the island. In an interview with JBN on Tuesday, Ambrose explained his book entitled Zone 1.
The story is all about what's taking place in the south. And it takes place on Christmas Eve. And you know, traffic on Christmas Eve in Grandance is a killer. So the story follows a motor officer of the RGPF as he patrols Zone 1, trying to regulate the whole traffic scene. Motorists who are unlicensed, bus drivers hurrying all over the place, pedestrians crossing the road where they shouldn't cross, those kinds of stories.
To deliver a message through entertaining and creative writing is what Ambrose is striving to accomplish.
I was inspired to write so as to send a message, perhaps, that everybody, motorists and pedestrians, could use that part of Grenada better in terms of how we share the environment, how drivers share the road, how pedestrians and drivers could live, I should say, harmoniously. And I wanted to put it down in words and make it an exciting story. And don't panic, I'm not bashing busmen and things like that in the story. How should I say? Everybody gets a lash.
Ambrose speaks with pride as he recounts the publishing of his first 2 books.
White Spice is my first publication. I published it in 2015, and it is a crime thriller which is set right here in Grenada. And again, it's another police story, and it's one of those anti-drug trafficking stories. My second book is a cultural piece, a docudrama set in Carriacou. I call it That Time in Bogles, a Carriacou tale. And it follows a boy who spends his Easter vacation in Carriacou, and he learns all about the lifestyle of the people of Carriacou, how close they are to the African heritage and things like that. So in that story, lots of food, some music, traditional string band music and so on, kite flying, the works. The story takes place over the Easter break, so everything that happens in the dry season happens to him in that 2-week period in Carriacou in that story.
The lecturer of communications at TAMCC said he intends to write more short stories while working on completing a sequel to White Spice. His books are not available in stores but can be found online via Amazon. He also promotes his book during expositions. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
The weather is next, followed by the sports news. Stay with us.
My name is Hollis Map, aka Mr. Killer. Why should I drink any other rum than the Clark's Court rum, when Clark's Court is the rum that supports my community, my culture, my country? A long time ago, my ancestors used to work in the cane fields. Today, we own the rum, Clark's Court rum, Grenada's #1 rum. But my people, if you drink, don't drive. When you drink responsibly. And if you're under 18, don't drink at all. Clark's Court rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with Tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with Tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. A telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Esplanade Mall St. George's, Maurice Bishop International Airport, and Sandals Grenada Resort. Telephone number 230-1023.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, partly cloudy, breezy and hazy with some light to moderate showers during cloudy spells, mainly overnight. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius, wind east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in open water. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides low at 10 p.m., high at 5 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 6:31. The weather on Tuesday, the 11th day of February, partly cloudy, breezy and hazy with some light morning showers. On Wednesday, the 12th, partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with some light to moderate showers. And on Thursday, the 13th, partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunder overnight. Sports news up next with Joseph Cadeau.
good evening and welcome, sporting fans, to this evening's sporting segment. I'm Joseph Kador. Well, we start off with things of netball because 16 teams will be participating in the 2020 Peter David Margaret Dow Netball Tournament. Now, the launch took place over the weekend and will see teams playing all the three divisions, junior, senior, and the over 50 category. Now into its 11th year of competition, the tournament started with a colorful match pass of the participating teams. Well, we can tell you that Unknown, yes, that's the name of the team, Unknown, they won the match pass. They were followed by the U16, and in third place, the Babs Simpsons Natural Netball Academy. Well, looking at what happens on Saturday's lunch, of course, our president of the Grenada Netball Association, Glennis Roberts, was also part of it. And of course, she says it's important that players embrace the opportunity that's been afforded to them.
I want to encourage all of you girls to listen to your coaches, take netball seriously. Netball can bring you very far. It's not like in the days when we were playing as teenagers. You have lots of opportunities. Also, with all your gadgets, you can look on YouTube and see games so that you can see what's the best attacking things to do, the center court, defenses. So please take your game seriously. And additionally, you need to obey your parents. Obey your parents, respect everyone, and enjoy the game.
Well, the Ministry of Sports, they have given their commitment and full approval to the tournament. Of course, representing the ministry and speaking on their behalf over the weekend was Permanent Secretary Desiree Stevens, who in fact is a former netball player herself. Stevens says the fact, of course, that players, she hinted to the fact that growth in the sports will require continuous collaboration among various stakeholders.
But on behalf of the ministry, we are happy to the organizers, Ms. Barbara Simpson and the members of the organizing committee, for year after year bringing this tournament to River Road. As a ministry, we know we cannot do it by ourselves, and neither can the Grenada Netball Association for the development of netball throughout the island. So we rely on the assistance of sporting organizations and community groups who have a deep interest in seeing netball develop throughout the island.
Now, looking at the results from the matches played over the weekend, well, Pink Panthers, Unknown, and Super Strikers, they were all off to winning start in the 2020 tournament. Unknown, they did the double. First, they captured the match pass, and then they got the better of Rainbow Girls, beating them 20-4. Down the road, Super Strikers had a near shoutout over their team, that's Trending Girls, beating them 21-11, while BS Academy, they went under to Pink Panthers 21-4. That was actually the first game on the evening. We can tell you that action in the tournament resumes this Thursday. Well, that's a wrap on sports. From all of us here at the GBN, we say so long, everybody. Have yourself a great evening.
A reminder of the headlines. Woman remanded to prison for allegedly starting house fire in Subi, St. Andrew. In Independence Address, Prime Minister Mitchell cautions against misinformation that could impede nation building. Artisans display local products at Made in Grenada Expo 2020. Plus, Pink Panthers, Unknown, and Super Strikers off to winning start in Peter David Margaret Dow Netball Tournament, while M&N Hardware to defend title in GCIC Inter-Sector Tournament. I'm Ken Roy Batiste. That completes the news. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.